Doomed Valley is the 5th map of the day. We have StarTale against Prime, and to the top right of the map in the red color we have our player for the Prime team.
Crater Prime!
The first one in the lineup today to put a point up on the scoreboard. He is up against the StarTale player, the second StarTale player of the day. At the bottom left, he was able to do an all-kill in the GSTL this season.
StarTale! Bomber!
And as we just mentioned, we had a game between the two of them in the IGN Pro League. It was a best of one, and Creator managed to win this game against Bomber. So this is definitely the chance for Bomber to get revenge. His PVT is his best matchup. He has a 68% win ratio with 66 games in total. So a pretty decent record and a very, very impressive win ratio. But on the other hand, Creator Prime is on 62% against Terran. So very interesting game that we are going to see. We have cross position with the top right and bottom left. And what do you think?
Something else to note, I feel that, you know, we talked a lot about how Creator's so good against Terran. His late game is unstoppable, but Bomber has shown awesome play against Protoss. He's actually been able to win so many games, and recently, in recent times, he's been able to win in the late game oftentimes. So I'm curious to see who's really going to come out on top. Again, though, I have to stress that I feel the longer the game goes on, the harder it is for Bomber to win against this particular pro gamer Creator.
It's definitely not going to be easy.
Ooh.
We have him with double barracks right now. Triple.
Oh,
nice.
No gas.
Talking about a long game.
Yeah, he wants to end this game early.
Just to give you a quick idea of the recent Protoss victims of Bomber, he was able to win against Choya, against Fan in the KSL. He was able to take down Seed. He won 2-0 against Zocke, 2-0 against Bling, 1-0 against San, against Sage, took down Vines. So this is just the last few games of Bomber, and it's kind of insane. He played really, really well. And this time he's going for a little bit of an uncharacteristic move with his triple barracks opening. And he's trying to fake the expansion with a bunker that he's building right now.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. I really like that.
I love those mind games. It is that's something that I love to see. He shows him exactly what he needs to.
The SCD will not be able to scout 100% what's going on, but he can assume very likely it's going to be a one barracks or one gate expand, and on this map oftentimes players will just simply do a one barracks expand as a reply, but there are going to be a lot more Marines out. He's going to pressure with these very soon.
He's probably trying to get in there with the Zealot and the Stalker right now in order to make sure that there is going to be... I feel that we've missed something. Oh,
wow.
4 gates.
I did not expect this. And these two builds collide. The Protoss has a huge advantage.
Oh my god. I love Bomber's play here. Trying to fake his opponent out completely, and then suddenly we have the 4 gate. But actually it looks like he's going for the expansion after all. No, that would be insane. Is he? Yeah, he is.
That's kind of a weird build.
Yeah, that's a
Bomber.
very weird build. But he's going for the command center after all. He's not.
He can still pressure with this though.
I'm here in the shadow.
But that makes things even worse now.
Yeah, as our units are going to be out of position. It's going to get flanked. Look at that Zealot do a ton of damage as the Stalkers. Oh man, they're nice micro on the Stalkers. Warp gates are done. And we are going to see a sick flank.
And he completely missed the pilot, didn't he?
Completely missed it.
Wow. Did he see the units? I think he saw the warp in. I think he spotted the warp in, but the first Marines already get killed, and now he is trapped. He's completely trapped. He's attacked from 2 sides at once, and even though not micro by Bomber is really excellent, Creator is now in a beautiful position, and we even have a second command center for Bomber now.
Oh, what?
What was that?
Never attack into it. Ah, what?
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
What is he doing?
Never attack into a watchtower that has line of sight blockers around it. Little tip for those people at home. A Bomber actually gets away with having a 1 Marine and 1 bunker as well. Creator being very nervous here.
Okay, this is actually awful. He's taking down another Stalker, and now he needs to defend against this 4 gate. If he's able to pull this off, then he has won the game. It's going to be pretty hard. He cancels one of his command centers, and at the same time already has the SCVs in place in order to make sure that he can repair the bunkers. An expansion goes down for Creator Prime. This is
man,
a
Creator's
very weird
totally
opening.
botched this. He should have won this game no matter what.
Yeah. With those opening, he should have won it without a problem at all.
Terrible micro, and then when he went up the ramp, he could have actually just ended the game, but there was a second bunker finishing and one bunker with one Marine in it, and he had like 4 Stalkers and 3 Zealots, and he was like, there's a Marine in that bunker. I guess I gotta turn around. No, you don't gotta turn around.
That was really weird.
Well, we
He
now
lost
have
so many of his Stalkers. The Marine micro by Bomber was excellent though.
we have a third command center on the way for Bomber. He's making his orbital now at the natural. Third Nexus going down. So both players double expanding. Creator knowing that there's no way for him to break this. He's trying to sneak ahead, but with the command center started earlier, and it's hard to say who's really ahead at this point. Neither player really having tech. The robotics facility finishing up. The gases have been taken for a Terran player Bomber, but he hasn't gotten any tech labs just yet.
I'm actually really relieved that Creator is going for the double expansion and is not trying to just completely crush through this defense of Bomber. That would have been his downfall.
Absolutely.
The decision making by Creator is really smart.
Yeah, Bomber actually had 4 bunkers. He was so safe.
Yeah.
2 bunkers on the low ground, 2 bunkers on the high ground. Now he still has a bunker on the high ground. He's like being super safe. Scan goes off. Let's see what his opponent is transitioning into. Does not see very much, however. He will not likely see the third base. That's going to be, something that it's going to be tough for him to scout.
Yeah, definitely. So, Creator Prime will be on 3 bases very soon. And the openings in this game are just so interesting. The 3 barracks opening for Bomber trying to transition into an expansion with doing some pressure with his Marines. And at the same time, Creator Prime with a 4 gate. So, we have, well, all the timings basically already gone to hell.
Yeah, they really have. Everything is a little bit off for both players. The factory's finishing up the reactor, going up as well. He's going to be using that. Like Medivacs, he's getting a second tech lab. His stim is on the way. He'll probably start combat shields immediately here as well. May get concussive shells first if he chooses to, but I think getting combat shields first is fine as well.
He spotted the observers, trying to hunt it down.
Yeah, he really wants to get the observer. Creator's actually known for losing observers to Terran armies, but looks like he's going to save this one. There is a second observer outside the natural.
You're perfectly right, by the way. Sorry for interrupting you, but I want to just emphasize on this point a little bit. When we cast the Creator against Nada, he lost how many observers?
Like
a
5
ton of
or
them.
something.
That was really, really embarrassing. So this time he's playing it a little bit smarter, trying to make sure that those observers are in a position where he can use them later on as well. Yeah. And I really like it.
He just, like, when this came against Nada, it was almost as if he was trying to use it strategically. He's like, well, if I do it this many times, that's 5 scans to use instead of mules. I'm like, I'm not sure. But
I don't think it works that way, but
1-1 being chrono boosted out now for Creator, whereas Bomber has no upgrades whatsoever, no engineering bay even, so that's going to be something that really helps push him ahead here, and that's what he's known for, and that's the scary late game Creator I'm talking about.
And here's once again the observer. So I really like that he's kind of, I don't want to say learning, but he's improving on the point with this observer, so that's something that he definitely
He's very mindful
of this game.
Yeah.
Against Nada, so that was really, really interesting. First Colossus being built right now, and let's have a quick look at the harvest account. For now we have 67 against 52, so you can see that Creator Prime is already far ahead in his economy thanks to his earlier third base that he had, and this will definitely help him out quite a bit. Blink just finished, and Charge is immediately lined up with Blink.
Yeah, the 1-1 upgrades are going to be so important. The double engineering bays just finished. We'll see how quickly he makes use of those. The Terran army's out in the open. It's been spotted by the observer. And there are medevacs out as well, so right now is the time where he has to be able to defensive. He doesn't want to get dropped as many and be caught off guard. But this Terran army, if he fights it straight up on the ground, it's going to get caught and it's going to get destroyed.
Nice force field, trapping a lot of morals. And actually, I love this. Finally a Protoss player who's microing his Zealots perfectly, and as soon as the units in front of the force fields are dead, he's retreating with the Zealots. Thanks, Creator. I really love this move.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of rare these days. Double Viking on the way.
Just awesome.
Wow, he's going to catch medevac. He eats a Stalker for it, though, and look at this, there's just too many units.
He doesn't have charge yet, that's his biggest problem right now.
But he just has too much, Kaldor. He's actually just going to blink forward and target down medevacs, and charge will eventually finish.
So it will. He's flanking, nice!
Really nice flank using the pylon from earlier from his 4-gate.
Forcing another stim, blinking away with the Stalker as soon as it gets dangerous. Oh god, I love this decision making and a play
now
by
he can
Greta.
actually go and attack the 3rd base. If the units try to come in here, they'll funnel into a choke point where he has the defender's advantage.
Oh my god, love. I'm in love.
I am so happy with this play as well. It's basically what we all expected to see from Creator. His opening was a little bit shaky, but the late game is unbeatable. This isn't even late game yet, but his mid-game decisions here, his upgrades, his macro, it's all just immaculate, man. It's
Templar
amazing.
Archive, charge is done, going for additional Colossi. We have extended thermal lance, additional upgrades. He's playing this so well right now. Bomber is in a lot of trouble, trying to go for the goals, just finishing +1/+1 now. He's already so far behind in upgrades. Creator with a beautiful play here, and he can just expand again if he wants to. He certainly has the minerals banked up to do so.
Oh, gotta be careful about how he engages this though. Stalkers want to take out some Vikings. He's gonna engage here. He doesn't have 2-2 just yet. I don't like this.
Maybe a little bit too early. Takes down most of the Vikings, but the Colossi are gone nonetheless. Needs to be careful. We have one Immortal in the mix now. Another Colossi joins the battle. 127 against 124 supply. Creator has a lot of minerals and resources in general banked up though.
Yeah, he can start warping in more Zealots here. Looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Warping in more Zealots. He's going to go for another attack.
He's trying to crush him.
I think he actually can. I think it'll work. This
no
time he has
energy
2-2.
on the Medivacs. There's no energy left on the Medivacs. He's going in, charging in with the 2-2 Zealots. And we have those nice Colossi in the back doing a ton of damage. Backing off once again as soon as the Zealots are dead. The Colossus still going strong, even though it's been sniped by the Marauders. It is already too late. Those Marauders won't take down the army of Greater Prime. He warps in additional Zealots in order to seal the deal. 75 supply against 108. Wolf, he's doing it again.
He's done it, man.
Taking the second game.
Don't let Creator have any upgrades or he will kill you. Few Vikings come out, try to target down the Colossus. The Stalkers blink onto them promptly and target them down. The Colossus is going to may fall, but the damage has been done. It's twice the supply now, and this game is absolutely over. GG!
GG ends the game. Creator Prime with a second win for the Prime team. And what has Ace to say? What is Ace going to say to that? He needs to be careful now, and not Las Vegas yet.
Yeah, man, he's going to be so careful now. A lot of Creator fans.
And he is happy.
He should be. Well played.
Definitely should be.
No ordinary Protoss would have been able to back his way out of that situation. No ordinary Protoss would have backed his way out of a failed 4-gate. The builders kind of hit each other in a weird way, where the build from Bomber was something I've never really seen before, like a 3 barracks expand where you use the Marines pressure after as you expand. I'm not sure if that was his intent, but that's what he did. And it was kind of a cool build, but the problem was he just ironically got caught with a 4-gate, and Creator should have won there. It was really shaky, but he couldn't lose afterwards. I mean, once his 3 bases were up, Bomber never scouted the 3rd base. The upgrades were too quick. Bomber didn't get his engineering base until it was far too late.
Creator played this just perfect. I especially loved his unit control once again. This was just brilliant. And we've been a little bit bitching about Protoss players just not controlling their Zealots right, especially in engagements where they use force fields. Quite often they end up with the force fields actually working in favor of the Terran player. But Creator has been playing this so well, really paying attention to all the details, and that certainly paid off. So he is able to put another point onto the scoreboard for the Prime team.
Yeah,
we have 3-2. Yeah. And now StarTale is under a little bit of pressure. Ace might have been a little bit too early with his ceremonies.
Maybe they might bring Ace out himself.
That would that would be pretty cool. But we'll see. Here they are, the StarTale team.
It's going to be Squirtle.
Going to be a Protoss player. We are going to see him.
Remember, this guy's old ID was Kopuki, and he played in the open seasons. He's played recently in Code A as well. If I'm not mistaken, will be in the up and down matches. which will be in the coming days, so look forward to that.
We'll have a lot of content next week.
Absolutely.
Summer matches. And Squirtle. Some choice has a 57% win ratio in a PvP. Creator, on the other hand, I don't really want to say, but Creator has like 82. Only 17 games, so those are a very, very small sample size, but he won 14. He's 14-3 in PvP, which is...
That's pretty unheard of.
Yeah, he's actually better than... well, okay, Oz has a lot bigger sample size, but still, this is definitely Oz-like.
Very, very high level. I'm really, really excited to see how this one is going to play out, because this is PvP, and PvP, anything can happen. Especially with these two players, where neither player is really known for a specific style of PvP. In fact, I haven't, Creator's got 14 games under his belt for PvP, but I can't even remember how any of them went. I just feel like I've seen it so few times. It's hard for me to really judge how this one's going to go. But we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we get back, Squirtle against Creator to see who is going to take the next win. Don't go anywhere.